What up? It's Dylan. Finna go gab him real quick. I don't know if y'all heard it. Sounded like a Mustang. Anyway, I'm on here today. Tell y'all we got a car meet tonight down here in Brandon where we stay, and I haven't been to a car meet in a long time, probably 6 or 7 months. No, anyway, probably about 3 months. I ain't been in 3 months, and I think that was LD. I don't know if you're gonna be watching this, but you just passed by and I saw you. Car sounded pretty good. But no, just got my car cleaned up. It hadn't been vacuumed in like a year and a half. It wasn't filthy, it wasn't disgusting. It just had a bunch of dirt everywhere, and my floor mats are kind of still dusty, but I shouldn't have let it go that long. But car meet about 7. Gonna try and get some runs in tonight and see if maybe lose. I don't know. That sounded kind of cocky. Sorry. But no, I had my microphone on my necklaces, and I had to scratch that. It was hanging, and they were doing all that junk right there. You couldn't hear me. It was really kind of annoying. It was annoying for me just standing here. But no, I'm gonna try and get some content for y'all. Maybe it'll be something y'all like, because I feel like it'll probably be pretty good. I hope. According to everybody, they've been talking about how these car meets are good, which we'll say I've been to a few of them. They are good. But yeah, I'm gonna have to crop a bunch of this out. I really don't know what I'm doing. I do have a second TikTok page for my car, privet_jet_C6, but I'm not gonna be making these kinds of videos on there like I had originally promised, because I really want to do this type of stuff on my main account, and it's hard to do that on both, and it's hard to do it on just one, for me at least. And I don't even make that great of videos or content or whatever, and it's still really hard. So I can only imagine how you big creators are with that. Y'all be putting in that work. But no, I'll walk y'all around my car since this page really hasn't seen it much. But yeah. Alright, this is Private Jet. We're going to start with the exhaust. I have the Hooker Blackheart MPP mufflers with 1 7/8" Texas Speed long tube headers with their 3-inch off-road X pipe. It's not the most expensive option when we're talking about headers and X pipe, but I think they sound really good. The only thing I will complain about with them is they hang really low below the car. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but they hang really low, and I have pin size holes on them from going over these giant bumps here and whatnot. Whatever. That's the exhaust. It does have a BTR Stage 4 centrifugal supercharger cam. Big old cam. I mean, it's not the biggest you can get. You could get a custom grind, but for the most part, off-the-shelf camshafts, that is relatively the biggest you can get. And I also have a A&A V3 Ti supercharger. Not going to give away the specs on the pulley and everything, but I will say it's still, the car is on 93 with a meth kit. But now for the wheels, these are 17 by 5. Yeah, I think 17 by 5 weld Alumastars up front with the Mickey Thompson Sportsman's 26-inch tall tire, and back here is the weld S71 3-piece beadlock with a 28, 10, 5, 17 Hoosier DBR. I love this tire. I had the Street R's, the Mickey Thompson Street R's on there before this, and they just, I didn't like how they performed. They weren't very sticky, and my car being on stock suspension, it kind of didn't allow it to hook all of the time. But these DBRs, when I'm racing, I run about 10 pounds of air in them. The Street R is like unless you get the Pro Bracket radial, it's like a hard tire, kind of, to my understanding. But this is a drag bracket radial, the DBR. Duh, but okay. It is a slick compound all around. The only difference between this and a slick is this tire has steel belts in it, which make it a radial. But yeah, I really like these tires. That's probably the only tire I'll ever put on this car. I do have a 4-inch VFN cowl hood. They make a 6-inch, but I just think the 6-inch was too tall, and I won't ever put a really tall intake on this car. It just doesn't fit what I want to do with the car. I do have the Extreme Online Store ground effects. That is the spoiler, the chin spoiler, the rear spoiler right here, and my rear diffuser. All of that is real carbon. I just have to get my side skirts. Every time I go to order the real carbon side skirts, they are out of stock. So, but right now, I mean, you can't really tell unless you're like critiquing the car, which I know most people at car meets critique them, but ain't that big of a deal. I do have aftermarket lug studs and lug nuts. Wanted to go with a longer stud and an opened-end lug nut for that extra safety, so they don't come loose, and it's less likely for them to get loose and come off. I think those are the Eagle Eye taillights. I had the smoked ones in there, like the all black ones. I just think it took away from the back of the car. Like, it looked like they were just painted over black, and I did not enjoy that. I mean, they looked good at night when they were turned on. I was cleaning it earlier, and my sticker for my Corvette fell off, so I got to figure out how to get that back on there, because I think that's a really nice touch I did in there. The roll bar is I think it's a 4, I don't know, it's from RPM Roll Bars. Adds a great touch to the convertible, and it makes it a whole lot safer. These are Simpson 5-point harnesses that I've turned into 4-point, because the 5-point, I don't have a racing seat in here, I have factory seats, so the 5-point did not work like I wanted it to, but hey, 4 points work just as good to me in this kind of application. Until you get like actual race cars that are really, really fast, then I'm not worried about my 5-point. I do have the Morimoto C7 headlights. I love them. People think it makes the front of these cars look cheesy and kind of cheap, but I think it made the front look so much better, especially in a black car. Now, I can see if you have a yellow car and then you don't want like the black housing on the headlights, I think that kind of looks weird, but it ain't bad. Steering wheel is from eBay. The lights do not work, and I could not figure out how to get them to work. But it is an automatic car, 6L80 with a 3000 stall converter. It is built by me. It's been built for probably 2 years now, but it's held up pretty good. These transmissions, they hold really whatever you put to them, especially when they're built. I love it. And they're really, people hate on them, but it's really all to do with the tuning. Tuning is why these transmissions are so hated. But no, I really, really enjoy the car how it sits right now. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but there's always a bigger fish out there. You'll never be the fastest anywhere. So in here I have a little I couldn't remember what that thing was called. Fire extinguisher. That's from Amazon. It probably doesn't even have any liquid in it, but you have it in case you need it. But yeah, that's pretty much the car. It's basically your normal C6 build, but I love it. I think it's got its own little touch to it. It's kind of unique to me. Most people hate it. It's a love-hate with this car. And no, I wouldn't change anything about it. That's the car. Don't hate on me too bad. This is like my first time doing this, and I'm probably going to cringe multiple times watching this to try and edit all my mistakes out and everything, but I'll get used to it. It'll be alright. No, that's my car. Private jet. I know there's a bunch of people, not a bunch of people, but there's majority of the people that know this car on my other TikTok page. So I'm going to try and make a post like, hey, if you want to see this kind of content, go over there, blah, 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 whatever. But no, that's the car, and I'm going to go get ready for this car meet so I ain't stanky. I went to the gym earlier, but yeah.